Hi everyone, my name is Grant Bischoff, and my partner's name is Grant Harmon, and today we are going to be presenting our Geo 109 final project. Our map will be showcasing the primary transportation of UKY students on weekdays versus weekends. Here is our first complete map, and as you can see in the legend map, we mapped people who lived on and off campus and had also used either walking, biking, driving a car, or using a bus during the weekdays.
We are now going to explain how we developed both the weekday and weekend map. We first started off with an OSM TF landscape map straight from QGIS to give us a good base map. We then inserted the zip code and street data on top of that layer that contained the data necessary to relate our own data to the shapefile. We then mapped out the residence halls and made two zones called North and South Campus. And we also used the ZCTA data to hand draw the 40356 zip code. We made individual maps that detail each of the modes of transportation. Each of them have legends to help the reader identify exactly what mode of transportation each map will be showcasing.
In each of the maps, the deeper the color indicates the intensity in the majority. So here we are showing the people who lived on campus and had walked during the weekdays. You can see how there is no majority indicated by the colors being the same. As you can see in this map, the shaded red area holds the majority of the people who lives off campus and who also primarily walks on weekdays. In this next map, you can see the same sort of trend. However, in this circumstance, we are showcasing the people who had biked. In this map, the only zone that is shaded does not have the majority held by the bus, but it is held by biking. And in the final weekday map, you can see the same relationship with the data as the walked on campus map had showcased due to no majority being held.
Here is a second completed map representing the primary transportation on weekends. As you can see here, the North Campus zone was the only zone that had responses reporting that they primarily walked during the weekends. And in this next map, you can see how both zones had people who primarily drove and lived on campus. In this map, the only zone that had responses reporting using a bike primarily on the weekend is the one shaded in red. This map shows how much more rounded the use of the car is across the whole map on weekends in comparison to the weekday map, with the majority of car users being in the yellow shaded zone. And finally, in this last map, it shows that there were not as many people using a bus on the weekends as opposed to cars.
Our project attempted to showcase the primary transportation of UKY students on weekdays versus weekends. However, due to the small amount of data collected, we were only able to represent a small amount of our audience. With a larger amount of data, the maps can be more comprehensive and be helpful to the UKY students, staff, and faculty when dealing with the potential locations of parking lots, garages, bus routes, and other important applications. We hope one day our idea will be taken to the next step and fulfill our intended purpose. Thank you.